Coach Shea Ralph, guard Jordyn Cambridge, and forward Sacha Washington. Go ahead and feel free to ask your questions. Coach, would you like to make an opening statement?
I will. First of all, thank you guys for being here. It's awesome to be back in Memorial Gymnasium. I love opening our season at home. Our court looks great. Our athletics department, our university has put a lot of money into our facilities, and we felt it today. It was an awesome environment with Education Day, and I'm really proud of my team for how we started the year. Obviously, there's growth that we can have and we will have as we look at the tape from this game, but really proud of how we came out. I'm so happy that we're healthy. It's nice to have these two by my side, and we're looking forward to turning around and playing again on Thursday.
Jordyn, can you take us a little bit through your journey to come back here and how much it meant to you to be out there today?
It meant everything. Obviously, it was a long year trying to recover, but again, it's not my first rodeo, so I've been through it. So I'm not going to say that it was easy. It was definitely a hard mental battle, but I had my teammates and my coaches and our great medical staff helping me through it, and it just feels great to be back. I feel like my normal self, and I'm just really excited for the rest of the season.
What did you learn from that whole process of obviously missing a year in the sport you love?
I think I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself off the court and the things that I'm interested in. I also learned a lot about what I can bring to the team, the kind of leader that I want to be, and I think I'm going to keep implementing that as I play more games and me and my teammates try to get more wins.
Jordyn, it seems like this team is playing kind of a new style this year with a lot of pressing, kind of fast-paced. You know, how do you kind of feel about that style, and what do you think it adds to the team?
Oh, I love it. Anyone that knows me knows that defense is just my thing, and I feel like when we're playing really good defense, the energy is high, and when the energy is high, the offense is going to come. We have a lot of great threats on offense, so I'm not really worried about that side. We have people who can make plays, make shots, but when we're playing defense, it's going to be a hard team to play against.
Seeing so many new players on the team, get an opportunity today, what did you see from all those guys?
What I love about our team is that we have a lot of people who can contribute, and we all contribute in different ways, and I know that we are going to put each other in places and positions to be successful, and I think that's what we did a lot today. So I'm really grateful that for our freshmen, for our transfers, and then for me and Yana coming back this year.
Sacha, what was kind of successful for you today in terms of being able to get so many points in the paint?
Just trusting my teammates, that we work on that every day, just going inside out and knowing that if I'm available, I'll score for them, and if I'm not available, then I'll kick it right back out to them so that they can score.
Sacha, you guys had 5 scores in double figures today. How important is balance, and how much of that does this team have?
I mean, we just have, a lot of people who want to compete, a lot of people who want to work hard, and I think at the end of the day, that's what gets to that point. We know who we want to be, and we just for that team today.
Coach Ralph, what do you like out of your freshmen today?
They brought energy. They were sparks in every way, and I think that's what you need. I mean, half the time, they don't know what they're doing yet, and and that's okay. That's a freshman, and luckily we have a really seasoned vet squad who they're out there with, who can kind of right the ship. But for me, it's not about that right now. I know they're going to make mistakes, but I want them to be aggressive. I don't want them to play really hard and compete. And I saw that from them today, and that's really promising because not only did they do that, but they're extremely talented, and they're all really different. So the fact that they can do that this early and not be afraid is a great sign moving forward. Also, we need them to be impactful. We need them to be impactful. If we're going to do some special things this year, we need those guys to play with confidence and edge and be able to contribute, like Jordyn said. So today was a great start for them.
Coach, what was your perspective on that first half press and how it could work in the future?
I mean, I think it was pretty good. I think for us, that is going to be a cornerstone of how we play. I think it bodes well not only for the players we have on our team, but for our depth. Because there are a lot of players I want to get in the game. I think there's lots of different ways they can contribute. I like the up-tempo style of play. And I like to make people uncomfortable. And that's what our defense does. I, however, think that they did dribble by us too many times. They got in the paint a lot. They weren't able to connect on most of their shots. But because our rotations weren't always there, we did get out-rebounded. And I know a lot of that was in the fourth quarter, but it still can't happen. So there's ways that we can clean up our pressure. There's ways we can clean up how we're playing defense in the half court. If we want to be aggressive, we have to do it with intelligence. And so I think there's some growth there for us.
Shea, after playing most of last season with only 8 players, being able to see nearly everybody get into the game today and nobody having to play more than 23 minutes. What does that mean for your guys' depth this season?
Don't jinx us, Aria. We've talked a lot since I've been here about being able to control the things you can control. And I always had a vision of how I wanted to play and how I wanted this team to be able to play. And being able to do that with them and give them an opportunity to actually achieve and accomplish the things that we talk about in the offseason, the things that we talk about with our recruits is really important to me. But part of kind of growing and finding success, and people say this a lot, but I don't think you really understand until you're trying to do something great. You have to overcome adversity. And sometimes that's individual. Sometimes it's physical. Sometimes it's mental. Sometimes it's just for the group. And last year, we just got knocked back on our butts time and time again before we even played a game. And then we would find some steam, and then we'd get knocked back on our butts again. And I think what you can see from the kids that went through that is seasoned, real, genuine confidence and ability to kind of fight through that adversity. And I'll speak specifically about Sacha, because there were stretches last year where she really struggled. And she struggled mentally because she lost two of her teammates that she was depending on. She struggled physically because I couldn't take her out of the game. Even when she wanted to come out, I left her out there. And now you can see how much she's grown from that. I think it's made her a better player and a better leader. But when you're in that, you don't always see it. So when I think about what we have this year, I'm mostly grateful for the fact that we went through what we did the first 2 years so that we could be here in this moment. And while I'm going to keep pushing them as hard as I can, every day I'm their opponent. I'm going to keep pushing them. I'm also going to celebrate when they're successful, because we haven't had a lot of that here. And they're going to know we're going to work really hard. We will always work hard. And hopefully that will be who you see our team is all the time, no matter what. But we're also going to celebrate each other, and we're going to play hard. We're going to have fun off the court and enjoy the fact that we're here at Vanderbilt, being able to do what we do every day and play the game that we love.
Shea, having Jordyn and I on a back, what dimension do that add to the team to have him?
You may not see this in both of them all the time. Hopefully you do. But these two, in a good way, they're dogs. They're dogs. They have a dog mentality. And you got to have that on a team where you're trying to accomplish something great, where you want to win. You got to have that. And those two bring it in different ways. And I think, when you have players like that on your team, like Jordyn said, I don't have to worry much about X's and O's, because as long as we have that, we always have a chance.
And then your transfers, Jordyn and Justine, what did they bring to this team, and what did you see from their performance today?
I'm really excited about those two, in particular, because they both came from winning programs, and they're winners, and they understand what it looks like to compete and play in the NCAA tournament. That's what we want to do. That's our goal this year. I've been pretty clear about that. At least that's our goal. So for them to be able to come in and talk about what it takes to do that, for also them to bring that experience to us is great. They are new, but they're not freshmen. And both of them just want to do what they can to contribute. And that's what I love. They don't have an idea of the role that they've carved out for themselves. They just want to come and add something positive so that we can accomplish the things that we accomplish as a team. And they're both doing that in way different ways. So because we have so many players, you can look at our roster and be like, it might be hard to play. They're all so different. They're all so different. So whatever we need from somebody, we can get it. We can go find it. And they're happy and ready and willing to do it. And that's not always easy to do on a team. It's not. But these guys are committed to it, and it's fun to coach them.
Coach, can you take me through what it was like to have Viola and Jordyn back and kind of the journey you've seen them go on throughout the past year?
There's not a word for it. They keep asking me to tell them. I don't know. All I can tell you is that for 2.5 months, right around here last year, I felt sick to my stomach every day, and now I don't. And I think that's good. But it was more so for them. Those two, they were playing like pros last year before they got hurt. And I know really well what that feels like to go through. Specifically, Jordyn, multiple. I had 5 ACLs. And mine knocked me out. And she's out here. I can't even go up a flight of stairs, and she looks like, LeBron James on the court. I know that's your favorite. Yes. So, yeah. But I think having them back out on the court is also a great thing for our team, because these three kind of drive the ship. So there's just a level of calm and confidence. When Jordyn walks out on the court, when she's in the huddle, when she's in the locker room, same with Ayanna in some ways, same with Sacha. Sacha brings a personality in a lot of ways. I mean, just having them gives our team this quiet, calm confidence that you can't really, there's nothing, I can't coach that. We have to have it or we don't. And because of her and Ayanna and Sacha, we have it.
Last round of questions?
Was Bailey Gilmore unavailable today?
She was unavailable, and that's going to be indefinite for now. Okay.
Jordyn, were there any nerves before today's game, or are you just ready to get back out there?
Honestly, yes. And it was like the first time, like before the game, I don't know what I was feeling, but I was like, oh my gosh. I called my mom. I'm like, I don't know why. My stomach hurts. All of this. And she was like, okay, just calm down. So like the first time I've ever been nervous was today. Maybe it's because of my first game, but got the dub, so that's all that matters.
All right, well, thank you all. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
it's great
you.
to see you all.
Thank you. Appreciate you.